Welcome back, everyone, to the USN playoffs here. We're in semifinals. My name is Stokes, and I'm here with Wave Check Veli. How you doing, friend?
I'm doing all right.
When's your elite skin coming?
I don't know. Ubisoft, they're playing me right now. They apparently don't like me.
That castle could have used an upgrade, man. What the hell's going on?
Man. It's money in the bank for them.
Yeah, they don't even know. They're not aware of the situation.
Too simple.
You do your man right, bro.
But speaking of something being too simple, you guys can win $700 every week. $500 for first place.
What?
Have you heard of the Venmo contest?
What?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Tell them all about it.
Oh, wait, it's this thing, the Venmo Community Spotlight. I think I've heard of that. Yeah, it's $700 in weekly prizes. Grand prize of $500 for first place. Second and third get 100 buckaroonies.
Yeah.
And all you need to do is find your favorite clip from your Rainbow Six Siege experience, whether, crazy kills, funny things that happen, anything. Just try and keep it under 60 seconds for us. Use the hashtag to talk about it. But make sure you get those posted to YouTube before you go over to this link right here, and then you give us your YouTube link. We will watch your video, and you might get some cash inside of your Venmo account.
Yes, and also Wild Card is coming up. Now that Stage 3 is Stage 3 is coming to an end.
You had to stop for a second. You're like, wait, is it?
Wait, this is happening way too fast. So the Wild Card signups is going to be your last chance to go ahead and qualify for LAN. If you wish to do so, make sure you go to the website, play.r6usnationals.com. Free to enter, fun to play in, and all around great times.
You sound like
being casted here.
You sound like when your significant other starts talking about wedding rings. You're like, we've been dating for like 8 months.
Yeah, that's when you just run out the.
Yeah, that's when you sprint. Yes, it's the man with a fiance, bro. Okay.
Yeah, that's when you just.
You're like, nah, I'm good. I'm dipping. Bye.
They're great for you. No, but also, make sure you also buy your tickets to the finals. Vegas is coming up.
Yeah, Vegas is coming up. Make sure you guys also use the code R6USN on checkout so you guys can get some discounts on your hotel rooms. It's 25% off. Again, we've talked to you guys so many times about how cheap it is to travel to Vegas, but we're making it even cheaper for you guys. We're at the Rio Hotel for this one, so if you guys want to be at the proper hotel, it's the Rio. If you want to also, get close to it, go to a better hotel, whatever you want to do. Just
it's all cheap.
Yeah, it's all cheap.
Relative.
There's nothing there unless you want to get like a penthouse that's crazy expensive. Airbnb also works really well out there. Yeah. So you can always use that avenue as well if you're kind of pinched for money.
Yeah, so see you in Vegas, grab some In-N-Out, watch some Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, come chill with us.
Have fun.
Yeah, Vegas is a really good time. It's the first LAN that I ever went to for Rainbow Six Siege. It's the first LAN I ever casted at ever. It's a very good time. You guys will have a lot of fun. There's plenty of good restaurants there. Just trust me. Come see us. We'll have a very good time together.
So let's talk about the matchups now. This is it, the last game of the day. Evil Geniuses is going to be the first team that we introduce to you at the moment.
Who even are these guys? Gosh.
Mo Digga, Necrox, Geometrics, we can call him Geo though, and Young. This team, we all know them. Phenomenal team. They're historic when it comes to Rainbow Six Siege, and they're just now trying to qualify for LAN, thanks to Geo finally getting his visa towards the end of Stage 2.
Yeah, it's something that we were waiting on for a while. We knew that they wanted to do it, but they've been waiting for Geo's, not passport, but visa, thank you, to come through. LG on the other end of the spectrum, though. It's going to be Hyena, Factor, Doodle, Thomas, and Rexon. So both of these squads have recently went through a role change. Factor has came over to the squad for Luminosity in place of Pixel. And, the big one that everyone knows about, Evil Geniuses picking up Mo Digga in place of Canadian, who has moved on to SSG, and Mo coming from Disrupt.
Yeah.
So across the board today, we've had quite a few roster moves that just happened within inside of these teams.
Yeah, big ones too. I would say they're amazing roster moves. Factor,
absolutely.
They fit in extremely well. And there's no transition phase that they really went through. It's like success all around.
It's the honeymoon phase.
Yeah, honeymoon phase.
I'll keep it there at this point.
They're still looking really strong.
Oh, absolutely. But it's happened time and time again inside of sports, esports, you name it. You pick up some player that just seems like they're just hot off the market and they do great for a good 2 months, and then all of a sudden things just fall off the map. And then they have to try and, actually fight through as a team in order to get back up to that point. But let's see what we're playing, folks. We do the automatic bans here, so it'll just pop up on the screen. Coastline is going to be ours. And, that's spicy between these
Luminosity just played Coastline yesterday, too.
Yeah. And
they were really good on
Yeah, but you're talking about Evil Geniuses with no longer a Canadian. You're talking about Evil Geniuses with a Mo Digga. That hits different.
Both of these teams have a lot. They have chips on their shoulder. Luminosity, they lost a heartbreaking match against Reciprocity yesterday. Also, Evil Geniuses, they lost second place. They're not going to go to Japan.
Nope.
Join the party. I'm not either. And yeah, so now they're looking to go to the USN Finals. You can't go to Pro League Finals, but you can still make it to the USN Finals.
Yeah, Veli.
What?
Y'all go to Pro League Finals, but you can still make it to the USN Finals. Come on, man.
Okay, relax.
Gosh.
All right, Evil Geniuses, 69% of you guys on Twitter think that EG are going to win.
Mint. That's mint right there. That's a...
You know what, man? This is going to be a really close game. I said on the recap show that you wholeheartedly believe that EG are going to run away with this.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I don't even know. Do we have that episode out yet? I don't think...
Yeah.
Do we?
Yeah, Monday. We film it in the morning, and then it releases at night.
I know, but I ended up falling asleep and couldn't get the Twitch.
It's up, yeah.
Did they just do it? I feel so bad. I'm gonna have to get Camille something. I feel terrible. All Luminosity members live in Vegas and are under 21.
Really?
That is true. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, that sucks.
All of them are younger than me and are better at the game than I am. Look at that. Isn't that funny?
Right. Thomas is that handsome and he's that young. Man, he's gonna age like wine soon. I love the fun facts. Keep bringing them. We found out that two teammates have the same name, same first and last name, and the same birthday.
Yeah, this is fantastic. I love it. But, guys, it's going to be the battle of the pickups here. We'll have to see if Mo can win things out for EG or if it's going to be Factor that ends up running all over Evil Geniuses. I believe that we have the proper battleground to figure out who is the better squad in between these two. Evil Geniuses recently adapting to a faster-paced game plan. Luminosity always been there. They've been that team to always just be over-aggro about everything, and it seems to win them a lot of gunfights as well as a lot of rounds that we don't typically see happen in those fashions. So, between these two teams, let's get through this ban phase. Capitao and Jackal off the board. Jackal, a pretty unique operator ban for Coastline. It's not a very big map, so we usually see something else. But, I mean, when you're going to play a heavy roam game like a lot of teams like to do on Coastline, you might as well take him off the board.
I mean, why not? Great gun, great utility, and all-around great ability. Maestro being banned is not a shocker. But does that mean Valkyrie's going to get banned or Echo? I believe it's going to be one of the two, and I'm going to put my bet on Valkyrie. We've seen a lot of Valkyrie bans lately. So, time running down. They're definitely taking their time when it comes to this.
Yeah, they're just thinking it through, thinking exactly what they want to try and pull away. They're going to take the Mira, so intelligent ban on Coastline. That's actually going to take Penthouse completely out of the mix. You really only see Penthouse played when Mira is available.
This is it. Last game of the day, Coastline between Evil Geniuses and Luminosity. Winner of this, they're going to play against Disrupt Gaming in a best-of-3. Winner of that goes LAN. It's that simple. It's that easy. And Evil Geniuses, they're going to start off on attack. So things are going to be that easy on their end to start off this map.
This day has been so fast.
Extremely fast.
That first game, I blinked and it was done.
It's only 3. It's only 3 o'clock.
It's only 3 a.m.?
That's crazy.
It's 3:11 in the morning.
Usually when we get done with the first
that
game,
means it's
like 3:40.
That means I'm going to wait 1 minute before I set the time for the U.S. on the East Coast.
That's what happened when Reed and Spades.
There we go. It's 9:12 over on the East Coast.
Yeah. And that Cross with the 6th pick. He's going to get off of Nomad, and we're going to see him don Dokkaebi. Dokkaebi, ever since she got her buff, frag grenades, the logic bomb. What can't she do? She's phenomenal. And that SMG up close as well does a lot of work.
Yeah, that SMG-12 is so dangerous. We've seen quite a few people like the C-75 just because the SMG-12's recoil pattern is a little squirrely, hard to keep down.
Yeah.
So the C-75, we've seen that in use a couple of times, but not something that we see too often.
It's all personal preference.
Exactly.
I see a perfect mix between them whenever I see a professional with Dokkaebi in play.
I mean, we see Thatchers with AR-33s pretty often, actually, and that's only for the angled grip. It's not because the gun's better at all. It's literally just because it has access to ACOG with an angled grip.
Yep.
That's it.
That ADS time helps out a lot. Hyena on Doc. Actually, yeah, yesterday, Luminosity were pretty explosive on this map. Rexon was getting an ace. Hyena did well. Doodle did well. The entire team were lights out, especially Thomas. But against EG, this is going to be a different type of battle. Luminosity, they face a lot of fury and chaos when they went against Reciprocity. Really good game. But EG, their approach at this is going to be different. Yeah, they have a lot of chaos and fury that they can bring with their roamers like NVK or Mo Digger. But, oh no. Yeah, the drone play is going to be in there. Yeah, NVK already getting into a fight, but he's going to go from one to another. Thomas gets dropped immediately. Okay, NVK able to save his life and rack up a kill. Great way to start the game as the logic bombs are now going off.
Yeah, and Thomas gets caught out inside a kitchen. It was almost like he didn't know he was there. Mode attack on as well. That G8A1, such a fantastic weapon. Not one we see too often, but with access to the angle grip, that really helps out. NVK cuts Rexon's rotation off from a punch hole inside of the pantry in kitchen. So again, this is where the levels come into play of the difference between pro play, CL, and then your T3 teams is just how dominant they can be on cutting off these rotations, and Evil Geniuses is looking unstoppable in round 1.
What is happening? Doodle left all alone. He has no more friends, no place to go. He has a Toxic Babe and a kill. Mo Digga gets popped. But you know what? Doodle.
NVK.
He kept walking forward, and unfortunately, NVK was right in front of him. And speaking of NVK, man, the turnaround he's had lately. That was 3 kills that round.
3 kills that round, indeed.
The fact that he got away from that first gunfight and was able to rack up that first kill in kitchen was crazy.
It makes me laugh that everyone for so long was such an NVK doubter because, he wasn't fragging out like he used to.
And it was so annoying.
He can't do this. He can't do that. It's like, dude, he's playing a completely separate role. The man is on flank watch.
Yeah.
If you expect him to frag out on flank watch, you have something else coming, man. Like, you just don't know how this game works. I'm sorry.
It's so easy.
You can't.
It's so easy as a casual viewer, and this is the thing about Rainbow Six, which is why there's so many levels to this. It's so in depth. You look at the flashy players and like, they do well.
Joystick, Kanto.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's like, all right, they do have a lot of support on their end too. Like a lot of people doing the dirty work.
Look, I will continue to say this till the day that I don't cast this game anymore, or till the day I die, whatever. An entry fragger is only as good as his information, which means an entry fragger is only as good as his support. You can have a great entry fragger. You can have Hyper on your team, but if Hyper doesn't get info, Hyper's not going to be at the best of his ability. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's still going to be able to get kills. He's still great at gunfights. Same as Mo, you know what I mean? But you're only as good as the information that is presented to you. And if you get the best of the best information, you can bet that you are going to be the best of the best when it comes to entry.
I see Skies in the chat right now.
Shout out to Skies, by the way.
It's a big delay, but he called the mirror ban. It was filling himself in the chat. Skies, you're not nice, okay? You're not nice. So, already.
I will say this. So, I posted on my Instagram story a while ago that I believe that Evil Geniuses was going to make it to Pro League and Pro League Finals. And Reciprocity, obviously, not being that squad, Skies messaged me and was like, just said bet. And I was like, make me eat my words. And then he messaged me last night at like 6:49 in the morning my time, so it's still pretty late in the States. But messaged me and literally just said bet with a period, and I was like, all right, make me eat my words, just like MVK are going to eat those bullets. So that's actually going to be a very good start for Luminosity, an early pick that they definitely needed to try and find their first round on Coastline.
All right, great start already for Luminosity as MVK goes down. The player that got 3 kills last round. And Netcrox is going to drop Rexon. Great delayed refrag coming in for Evil Geniuses. So now you're still going to have Mozzie and Legion in play. Echo is going to be available, and Doodle on Smoke. Doodle as Smoke. We saw a great play coming in from him yesterday, but with time currently running down and Yokai drones being activated, these hard anchor players are going to have to make sure that they save this utility for late game situations whenever a plan is attempted to go down. But Doodle is going to start off with the gunfight. The SMG-11 is going to hurt Geo just a little bit. That cook frag isn't going to do much, and Doodle's going to run away. It's not a fight he wants to stay contesting, excuse me.
Still roam game from Luminosity, something you're always going to have to worry about. They love to continue to show up that aggression. Geo takes down Hyena. They were ready for it, but Thomas is going to rotate in through Blue. Still have to worry about a Copter as well as Factor in tandem. They have Blue locked down, which means they have all of the first 4 controlled now in their hands as the rest of Evil Geniuses is upstairs. Necrox takes down Doodle, actually making this extremely easy for them to take over site. Nitro still goes off from Thomas as well, so now they have to try and battle up through Cool Vibes. Free Fire's coming through, but Thomas is not going to find anything with that Commando 9. Still has rotation parameters, possibly that he could rotate through into Hookah, but has to worry about that angle. He is going to have his duo actually rotate through. Frag Grenade to go down, Factor to find the first kill. That's going to be a triple for him. Frag Grenade goes off and gets immediately challenged. Necrox to falter. Young's actually going to stick out the plant as he actually gets to rotate back through Aquarium. Doesn't have any more lifelines, though. Just going to play it out with a drone. Dropped it on the floor so that his team could read information off of it. He's going to peek into one. Does he win out the gunfight? He wins out the initial one. Does he get the second frag? Yes! And Evil Geniuses with his second round. This squad in particular, after the drop of Canadian Man, it's like they went from a typical car. They went from a typical car, Veli, over to like a sports car, Mustang, whatever. It's almost a hypercar at this point, as opposed to what they used to do in their past. With just such execution utility, that's all they read into. They played heavy into the information game. Now they're just so fast with it, good with the refrags, and that's all that this squad needs to be. They have the talent. I mean, for God's sakes, folks. It's Young on Zofia. I understand it's Coastline, but Young is playing Zofia. This man has played Hard Breach for 3 years.
He's been waiting for this for a long time.
I mean, he's so talented. He's so talented. He's one of the best support players in the entire world. Yep. Only rivaled by Goga and Shepard, really. And you give him one of these operators that he's actually able to frag out on, and hey, I mean, he'll prove it again. He's extremely talented at this game.
He gets big eyes, but the sight this time around is Evil Geniuses are currently up 2-0. It's going to be down in kitchen and service.
What did I call this? Did I call this max OT? What did I call this game for scoreline?
I don't remember.
I
think it was 7-5.
Okay.
7-5.
Might have been 7-5. I feel like I might have put this one at 8-7, honestly, in favor of Evil Geniuses.
You think so?
But again, well, I mean, going into the map currently, with it being Coastline, I would say that Evil Geniuses is a little favored, just a little bit.
The way it looks right now,
you know?
they look like.
I mean, you're playing, look at it this way. You're playing Evil Geniuses against Luminosity, right? Luminosity is a team that is literally born from the fires of Ranked. And then you have Mo, who literally lives inside of those fires of Ranked. The man completes a Pro League game day after, prep, practice, dry run, everything. He completes that game, then streams for 12 hours of Ranked. Just pure Ranked. That guy is champ 10 right now in NA. Like, there's no one that grinds harder than Mo does. It's actually crazy.
Mo Digga is a qualified geek, basically. Can't get out of queue.
Hey, I mean, if you want to be the best, you got to grind like the best.
Yeah, and that says a lot. Take a look at Pengu. But Mo Digga working towards cool vibes. There's going to be a shotgun that's planning to meet him at the bottom of the steps. If you see that ping, Mo Digga definitely knows there's somebody underneath. You have Dokubi's logic bombs currently going off as long as the E1D from Lion. Ooh. There's great utility being played to try to track out these roamers, but they were unsuccessful for that. But great drone presence coming in from Netcrox. He's just sneaking for a kill. The solo Dokubi, the MK14, is he going to be able to see anybody? No. So if he continued to move forward, that would have been a 1v2. So him stalling momentarily, it's a great thing. Waiting for his teammates might be the play, but you see Young teaming up with Mo Digga, and wonder what the plan of attack is going to be at the moment.
Pay attention to how Evil Geniuses is using their utility in tandem as well between Geo and Netcrox. They're getting the drone game work first, getting initial information, then using their utility in order to make space or gather even more to make it more difficult for Luminosity to move around or find themselves a pick. See Logic Bomb followed in tandem with the EE1D. Granted, they're going to lose Mo, but Netcrox is able to get a refrag downstairs onto Hyena.
Yeah, so NVK dropping down. A little bit of an assist on that kill. But it's going to be all about this next play for him. His Factor's been doing so well for this Luminosity roster. Rexon drops in VK the moment we switched off of him. But Geo was lying. Geo, the player that brings in a lot of versatility for Evil Geniuses. He plays on a lot of fun operators. But also, he's very fun to play. I mean, to watch. It's very fun to watch him play, excuse me. But the E1D is going to come into effect, and Factor's going to get a second in a round. Luminosity are going to pick up their first win. Yeah, I got really tongue-tied on that one.
Yeah, it happens, man. It happens. Don't worry about it. That's what happens when you talk, 1,000 words every single round, or whatever.
Yeah.
I would actually love to know the amount of words that every single caster says through, like, a best of 3.
Too much. Too much.
But don't worry, we're still gonna get yelled at. It's fine. All good. Everyone just hates the casters right now, man.
I hate them too. It's fine. Luminosity picking up their first round. We're going back to hookah and billiards.
Yeah. So very smart lineup from the offensive Evil Geniuses. They feel like they want to switch things up though. Necrox going to take the Dokkaebi. We're not going to have a 6 pick from Geo, so definitely still going to be locking down this lineup. Don't feel like the line was very impactful. Rather bring some more soft destruction, which is a good idea because Luminosity no matter what, will always roam. We never really see them turtle. Even if they get the initial picks, we never see a turtle setup from Luminosity. They continue to push that aggression. And it's always been a standout thing for this squad. And here's the main thing that I do want to factor into between these two, is if you look at the scoreboard, it's actually both of the recent pickups that are being very impactful. Luminosity's pickup of Factor, he's at the top of the leaderboard right now. And then with Mo, he's in the middle of the pack right now for Evil Geniuses, but he's not very far off. The top 2 fraggers have 3, he has 2, and he's done a very good job of finding these opening frags that have been able to open the door quite a few times for Evil Geniuses to try and find some footing on site, especially the very first round where we saw him be extremely impactful inside of Sunrise Bar.
That's the reason why they were brought onto these teams, respectfully. Mo Digga, everybody knew what type of player he was, especially Factor. And we saw a lot of what Factor was capable of. He had a lot of highlight plays when you and I casted him on Rise Nation. Factor running around with track and pretty much dominating rounds as a roamer. That's why he's here. But IQ, she's going to be on the search for any type of Valk cams, and also Mo Digga is going to be responsible for hunting down these yokai drones. So, little sweep at the moment before he fully gets into sight. They're going to take their time with this.
All right, well, Evil Geniuses trying to figure out exactly where they want to go for this take at. It's going to be Hookah, so more than likely going to be starting from the northeast. Probably Guitar, push over through VIP. The traditional way of doing it, but they're still going to have to worry about the verticality, which is exactly what Gio's job is. You can see him opening up quite a few windows, the double window for billiards, as well as the Sunrise couch window as well. So they do have the top pressure now inside of Penthouse. MBK can hear one of those logic bombs going off underneath him. I don't believe he knows that he's there, though. At least Factor doesn't. Could possibly be Thomas downstairs as well. It appears that they're both downstairs right now. Yes, it is going to be Factor and Thomas that are currently downstairs. Here's a rotation for main. And VK, that crosswalk going to work out for him. He bags one. He knows more are going to follow in suit. He's going to get aggressive. He wins out the first one. He could possibly go for 3 here. All he has to do is worry about Thomas, but he can't hear anything as his health has gone so low. A secondary logic bomb going to help him out. Does he get it? He does! NVK! Nate, you absolute maniac! Let him know, my friend! My God! As he rotates back through Hyena, trying to bring the pieces back. But I believe that Nate has burnt this round to a crisp.
Yeah, NVK starting off as Ash, and he's making his name well known on this map currently. Luminosity, they're getting slapped up this round. They had no chance at all. NVK winning a 1v3, and Gio getting that kill right there is Bug. It's looking rough as Evil Geniuses. They're going to win round number 4, and that's going to be a flawless round. We always talk about how maps are attack and defender sided. I'm under the belief that Coastline is attack friendly.
Oh, absolutely, it's attacker friendly. You don't even need a hard destructor, man.
Not at all. And so Evil Geniuses are running away with it at the moment.
Coastline is a death match. I will always voice that opinion. Coastline is a death match. That's what it is. It is all about gunfights, all about who can get those open entry kills. And for Luminosity, was definitely not helpful that they 3-stacked a hallway, then played ones. That was their issue right there. They didn't have any utility to offer in order to make another line of sight. They could have burned a nitro cell, but Mute already died. He was the first one dead. You have Valkyrie to try and back that up, but Thomas just didn't think quick enough or didn't have the nitro cell in his grasp in order to establish another line of sight to try and handle the angle that NVK was holding. If he did, then he would have been able to take out NVK a little bit earlier on. NVK wouldn't have been able to get nearly as aggressive. I think the main thing is that we had another frag fall at the top of main stairs with NVK peeking while the angle was being held. So it almost appeared that Luminosity was not prepared for NVK to get aggressive. It was a very weird instance there, but nevertheless, NVK just showing his prowess on this Ash, and that, yeah, he's definitely back.
So Luminosity had a pretty similar game yesterday where Rexon started off extremely slow. We see him at 1 kill at the moment. But now, as a roaming Jaeger, I expect Rexon to really start to wake up. And he's really the soul of this team. When him and Thomas start to go off, the rest of the team, they feel it. They feel it, definitely. You're going to have to add Doodle to that mix as well. So I'm really expecting great things from this player right here, and he's going to hold down this billiards room from the looks of it. Yeah. So, Rexon, show us what you got, man. Evil Genius is currently up 3-1. You win this, all you have left is one more best of 3. or one best of 3.
Oh,
the timing.
what
on
is this
NVK.
challenge? What are you doing?
Why
Oh,
do you challenge NVK?
Factor, what are you doing,
Why?
my friend?
You don't do that.
Oh, Factor, come on, buddy. No.
Why?
That's like there's aggro and then there's that. That's a little bit too much. That needs to be dialed back just a touch. Like, trust me, I love the Luminosity guys. I love them. But stuff like that is stuff that doesn't win you rounds. The fact that you're peeking NVK on a roof and there's only really one area you can peek from, NVK can just crouch, bounce, and pre-fire you and you die.
Yeah.
There's not really much, I mean, unless you just hit some crazy shot, but you're just accounting for something that's going to happen 5% of the time.
All right. So, NVK, so that man's on fire. I believe he's 7-2 at the moment.
Just don't peek him.
Yeah, you just don't peek him, and they're doing it all the time. Luminosity, but that's the name of their game, though. They love that type of aggression, and it does work for them. But when you run into a player that's having a day like NVK, it doesn't work out for you. So Skeleton Key is currently being utilized over in Billiards, and Gio is going to make the push. The rotation. He might see somebody underneath him as the ping comes out, and I'm going to say, I like Gio on operators like Buck instead of Line. We saw him use Line a lot yesterday, and nothing really came from it, but once he was able to frag out, things really picked up. But Gunfire coming by NVK's head, and that's going to be yet another challenge, and they're finally going to shut the man down. It's Gio. He's got to get the refrag. Doodle drops, and it's a bloodbath at the moment. Is now the game is tied in regards to players alive. It's going to be a 3v3.
This is all about ones now. They know the positioning. They just need to win out these gunfights. Gio gets marked out inside of Hookah. Pre-fires coming now from Hyena. Quite a bit of damage. Concussions pouring into Sunrise. As we still have Young trying to deal with all of this pressure that's currently being exerted from behind the bar. Thomas takes down Gio upstairs. All of a sudden, it's all on horizontal gameplay. Young takes down the first kill. Still has one to find inside of Sunrise. I don't even know if he knows that this man exists. No, he's actually in the hallway, and Mo wins it out. Thomas trying to play the the vertical gameplay now, but not able to find the man with the diffuser. It's going to be Young putting it down on the couch behind the bomb chassis, as Young and Mo are the last two remaining. Thomas still has this vertical control. Might drop the hatch, though, as both the remaining members are poised outside. They have the diffuser down. This is a very gut-wrenching round for Thomas. Has to try and run through. He's going to have to choose from both sides, but more than likely not going to be able to get this diffusal down. He has to just wait. He's going to try and bait it. Going to wait to hear any movement. Pre-fire is not able to find one. Challenges it. Doesn't even know he's here. Oh, does he win it out? No, the MPX not on his side, but the G8A1 will be on Mo's.
Wow, the crossfire was set up, and he could have won that, but the aim just wasn't there, unfortunately, and Mo did clean up the kill. Evil Geniuses are going to rack up yet another win. So now we're going to find ourselves on the very last round for the first half of this map. That means that this will be the last time Luminosity are going to be on defense, which hasn't been too friendly for them. And, you know, I'm not going to say it's the side that hasn't been friendly to them. It's pretty much been NVK on Ash. And speaking of NVK on Ash, we're going to see it once again. Gio on Buck, he's had a pretty good round with him last round. And Young on Zofia, you'll love to see it. Put a good gun in that guy's hands, and he makes magic happen. But Tomas is going to be the king of intel along with Hyenas. Echo and Valkyrie are going to be on board. That's 5 extra cameras at their disposal. We're going to have traps as well to help out, especially with the sneakiness and the individual roaming coming in from the attackers on Evil Geniuses. So that should help out. My question is, are Luminosity going to provide a lot of presence on the top floor to stop the attack from Evil Geniuses? And if they do, how well are they going to be at that? With Factory heading in that general direction, it makes sense to put one of your top gunners over there. And Thomas joining him on the party? I like that.
They're going to need to put that man on ice because he's on fire right now, man. Like, they need to ice NVK. Yeah, 100%. They need to slow him down, bring some trap operators out, bring something in order to slow down this pacing of Evil Geniuses, because right now they're just putting you through the grinder, Luminosity. You guys need to use your heads more than you need to use your brawn.
So, using their heads, Luminosity, they're going to have to get Evil Geniuses out of theirs. Down 1-4. It's not looking too good, and Luminosity really haven't had too much luck in USN this year. They're finally starting to try to qualify for LAN. We've seen disconnects, forfeits, and it's been a pretty unfortunate story for them so far. But now they're getting a legit chance against a team that they are pretty familiar with in Pro League. But EG, too strong at the moment. NVK, all alone. That's all he needs. There's going to be a Yokai drone at front desk, and Hyena is waiting for anybody to try to beat that. The Yokai will be able to stun a player if he tries to show any type of aggression, But that's if they push towards him.
Okay, well, Evil Geniuses, relatively the same attack, so to speak. Have MVK shifting across, though. He's playing the main stairs. Window, intelligent spot. You're able to shut down rotations from an upside-down rappel to where you can actually hold down into the stairwell instead of having to hold the top of it. So makes your gunfights a little bit easier. But MVK now going to get aggressive. Recognizes out inside of 90. At least one does know that people are inside of theater, but do they know he's here? I don't even think that they do. He finds the first kill. He knows the second one's here. He goes for the pistol. He's not able to find it, but he gets a frag out from Mo, and he takes down MVK. Doesn't work out too well for him in the end, but is he able to find the refrag? No, Factor to win it out and maintains control. Geo now has to win out this gunfight. C8 in hand, has to find the Legion. Necroc's trying to close down the butt end, but it's not going to happen. Factor to falter, and Evil Geniuses just pacing, just running circles around Luminosity.
And this doesn't look fair at all. And I would like to just point out for the fact, Modig is the one that actually killed NVK.
Yeah.
NVK stayed in that entire fight, which was pretty nutty for him. So,
if you misclick with that G8A1, man, that thing hurts.
Yeah,
that gun
time.
hurts.
Take a look at the last two operators left. 3v2, but you have Echo and Smoke. The gunplay, it should work out for him, but the verticality definitely isn't. Geo already reconstructing the way it looks. Over in Penthouse says he's trying to get a peek down. He has 2 frag grenades still and 1 more skeleton key to use to open up a line of sight. So, he's able to see a lot at the moment, and oh, this nade. Whew, okay. Pretty close at the mark, but the peak is going to come through, and they're going to try to get rid of Geo. Geo's going to get out of dodge as Necrox is going to pick up a kill, and EG are going to win yet another round. Teabags are all around, and they can't be stopped.
Tactical crouching, man. Gotta let them know.
They can't.
Gotta let them know Daddy's home.
Hey.
Hang up the coat, pour yourself a glass of bourbon. Daddy's home. That's how it works.
Or a nice cup of...
This is a really nice Vegas house you got here.
It would be a shame if someone teabagged all over it. Evil Geniuses, man, looking fantastic. But now the roles are going to be swapped. We've seen them dominate on attack. Can they repeat that on defense?
Well, that's the issue, is now they're on defense.
Now they're on defense.
Well, I mean, it's not really an issue for them. It's more an issue for Luminosity, and that's why you're going to see Dokkaebi and Lion both come out from this roster.
Yeah.
Because it needs to happen. The fact that they... The fact that they are adjusting their lineup over to these 2 operators to be inside of their pool means that they know what Evil Geniuses are going to attempt to do. They're going to be very, very aggressive. They're going to fight for map control just like Luminosity did, but we might see some more utility dedicated to that. Evil Geniuses are a lot more thought out in their landscaping of the actual map, pre-round. So what I mean by that is a lot of the times on their roam games, you're going to see a lot more utility dedicated to it, reinforcements, ADSs, whereas on Luminosity's side, when we saw them upstairs in theater, we really didn't see that. They bring some ADSs, maybe some barbed wire, but we really don't see any reinforcements dedicated over to them, nothing along those lines. But traditionally speaking, Evil Genius's lineup, we would see a more fortified roam game.
Yeah.
Not just, hey, we're going to run 3 people off site and just play closer together for refrags. But again, that's Luminosity's bread and butter. It works out for them a lot. I mean, a lot. Again, they were still in the run for playoffs for a very long time for PL.
Yeah, now they're in PL. And
you can't knock the squad, man.
Team. You can't disrespect Luminosity. One of the best teams out there in NA. So, pretty much quiet. Weird gunplay coming through. I wonder who is actually coming in from. As we hear Ash's breaching charge in play. And yeah, take a look at the 2 roamers, the Betty system. Modig and NVK together is probably, no, it is the scariest thing about Evil Geniuses ever since Modig joined the roster.
Oh, absolutely, especially with how well Nate has been doing recently. NVK has been on fire, man,
and I feel like Modig and NVK are perfect for each other because like, one is fire, another one is fuel, and they just keep beating each other every single time.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Factor going to be the first one to falter. That's the IQ. That's actually a huge pick. All of a sudden, Young becomes more powerful, doesn't have to worry about his yokais nearly as much because there's no electronic detector from the other side. They do still have to worry about logic bombs as well as Doodle on the Lion. So still a little bit of worry to be had, but the opening frag definitely going to make Luminosity think twice, especially after Necrox gets that aggressive. Is he going to be able to find the kill? No, Doodle with the refrag, but it doesn't matter. All of a sudden, all the logic bombs are gone. All they have to do is worry about the EE1Ds, and granted, they are still very annoying, but you can still stay on your cameras. Rexon at the top of the stairs finds his first kill. He's actually worked his way back into pink. Modigga with the refrag, though, as they try and take over Hookah. We're going to have a rotation go downstairs. Mo's actually going to find the first kill. Oh, and it's all going to be up to Hyena. Challenges back and forth, but it's the Nitro Cell, and this duo from Evil Geniuses is unstoppable, Veli.
It's like Luminosity. They can't breathe at all. Every time they get the one-up on EG just does it better. They do it better every single time. That round looked like a Luminosity round. They had the numbers, they had the positioning, but Modigga didn't give up. Modigga and MVK, man, you cannot stop him. And Necroc starting the party hot with that jump out was beautiful. This team is on fire. The make of this team is beautiful. Yeah, the buddy system working out with Modigga and MVK. You have Gio, who's a phenomenal solo roamer, and his game sense is amazing. Then you have a little change of pace coming in from Necrocs and Young.
Yeah, and I just want to notate this. Look at the differences between Evil Geniuses now and Evil Geniuses when Canadian was on the roster. Look at the difference in aggression, how things are handled, how quickly things happen. It's a completely different team.
Breath of fresh air.
Completely different team. And the main reasoning behind that is because it's a different IGL style. Everyone knows that Canadian's the IGL. He's always been the IGL. One of the best IGLs to ever do it is Canadian. But this Evil Geniuses squad with a new fire set ablaze for them in the likes of Mo have definitely been able to propel themselves forward. And you really have to look at Mo as well as the rest of the squad, man. I mean, we're seeing aggression on all fronts from people that we've never really seen that type of aggression from before, like Necrocs, like Young, people that are just those support players, and all of a sudden we have people throwing themselves from windows, getting these frags like Necrocs. He's 6-4 right now, and he's a hard support player.
Yeah, the top 4 players, I mean, they're all in the same vicinity in regards to stats.
I mean, look at this. Look at this. We have Nate running out of VIP balcony. We have a Valkyrie cam set up in the palm tree to watch for repel so they can get aggressive. This is an Evil Geniuses like we've never seen before.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. Gio sees him. Gio sees him too.
I just love watching this Evil Geniuses squad now, man. They're so impressive to watch with just how well they're able to stay, you know, in that team play aspect. They're able to stay, you know, cohesive while still being extremely aggressive. And you really just have to give that to the gift of comms. Their comms have to be so clean in order to execute this pace properly.
Take a look at the pedigree of this roster. They've been there before. Multiple top 2 finishes. You know, they played against the best of the best. Even had a chance at almost beating them before the whole choke performance. But still, EG, they've been there. And bringing in that type of veteran leadership and giving that to young gunners like Modigga is big. But MVK started things off right. Hyena's going to fall down fast.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, MVK is just, he's challenging. He's not scared. Thomas, what you going to do? Frag grenade going out, and it's not going to connect. Oh, NVK still wants it. He wants it. Oh, but Thomas!
Smart play by Thomas.
The SMG-12 is enough to get the kill.
Young going to take down Factor. That's another big impact. Gio to pick up Rex and Luminosity again. They're just too separated from each other. No free frags able to happen. Thomas gets some cams. It's going to be Thomas and Doodle, the duo, to try and bring this back against 4 Evil Geniuses members. Toxic Babes now pour in towards the door, recognizing out that, hey, Luminosity is inside of Sunrise, so we just need to try and hold off the rotation for security. That's why you're going to see Mo now place himself at the bottom of main stairs as to cut off any rotations that Luminosity possibly want to try and take.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Zofia, IQ, and Ash currently being out the game. The numbers are not in Luminosity's favor. Evil Geniuses looking solid on defense. So how are you going to attack when you're down by numbers? Doodle, he's finding that out the hard way right now. As there are multiple lines of sight locking him down. He takes a few shots and he's going to back up, go right back upstairs. Thomas, still alive. What are the duo going to do?
Just remember that Gio's still waiting in main lobby for this rotate as well. He's sitting in behind the main lobby desk, waiting for rotation.
Look at time.
Gio's going to hop in through square, recognizes out now that they still have 1 logic bomb, so he still has ears to go off of for information as they try to get aggressive. He's recognized that one, but the pre-fire is definitely going to make his presence known. We're going to find the first kill. Here we are. Mo's going to take down Thomas. Does he find the second? He does! And Mo, my God, man, how do you stop the boys right now? They're bleeding blue. And, well, there's a lot more red on the battlefield from Luminosity as Evil Geniuses take this in handed fashion 7-1. And you said it, Luminosity looks so good on Coastline, but
Yesterday.
Evil Geniuses just look so much better. And that honestly might play into this, Belly. The fact that Luminosity played this yesterday, Evil Geniuses definitely could have watched that VOD and said, hey, this is easy now.
I don't even think it's a VOD thing. I think it's just an NVK.
Domination.
It's an NVK thing. Evil Geniuses is going to be victorious for the last game of the day, so they will face off against Disrupt Gaming. It's going to be a best of 3. The winner of that, of course, they're obviously going to go to LAN. And Evil Geniuses, yeah, they're going to play without a sub this time in USN.
Yeah.
They're going to play without a sub this time in USN. A beautiful thing. They played with Gotcha last year, and they fell short, I believe, in the semifinals.
Yeah. They lost to Rogue in the final.
Oh, yeah, finals.
Yep.
I forgot. I apologize.
Yeah.
But yeah, so take a look at the replays. I mean, it's just going to be an NVK Modiga highlight reel.
Yeah, it's literally just an Evil Geniuses highlight reel. If you're an EG fan, you're definitely going to enjoy this. If you're a Luminosity fan, you might want to leave the stream.
Yeah, Factor has some great plays, but then you're going to have to question the peaks to Rooftop when he battled NVK and other plays like that. Thomas, pretty solid performance, and we know what Luminosity are capable of. It just wasn't their day. It wasn't their day at all, and it showed.
It did indeed. I think that the main takeaway from this for Luminosity is that you guys just need a little bit more cohesion. The team play just was not there for Coastline. Coastline is a map where you have to have refrag potential. We had plenty in this clip. Here's the thing. They do a very good job of being able to bunch up, but NVK is still able to find his ones. Like, again, I know everyone hates Ash mains. You guys all hate everyone that plays Ash and Jaeger.
I love them.
You know what I mean? But here's the thing. The difference between a good Ashe player and a bad Ashe player is can you find your ones? And NVK, as you can see from these clips, continuously is able to establish one-on-one gunfights and continues to find cover once again. That's the most difficult part about being that entry fragger, is that you need to be able to force those 1v1s as well as find cover once that gunfight is over. You don't want to overextend yourself. If you overpeak, you die. And that's something that Nate does such a good job of inside of his Ashe play.
So, EG looking strong. Disrupt. I know you guys are watching because I know Spades and
have fun with that, boys.
Spades. Good luck because
I mean, they already know how good Mo is.
No, they know. Oh yeah, Mo's playing against his old team.
Yeah, Mo's about to just dirt his old team. That's
yeah.
Oh man, have fun with that, boys.
So let's jump around to an interview. Let's see who we're going to talk to today. Mo Digger, what's up, man?
I can't hear you. I don't know why.
That's fine. You're a handsome human. You can't hear this, so we're just going to go ahead and just say things.
Hold on.
What's up, Mo? How's life?
Your fro looks good, bro.
Your fro looks beautiful. You hear us?
I still can't hear you.
Oh, terrible. You know what would be magical?
Hold on.
You want me to call you on Discord?
All right, we're going to bring it back. So, Mo obviously knows how to click heads, but not how to work a computer.
Doesn't know how to work Skype.
Doesn't know how to work Skype, you know. Big brains when it comes to roaming, but not when it comes to setting up
we
your
got
microphone.
IT support right here. We can help you
support.
out.
What's up, Mo? Talk to me. So
we're going to figure it out. We'll get him back on the horn here in just a second. Don't worry about it. But
yeah,
overall, extremely impressive play. But question I do want to have you ask him, though. Ask him about their communications inside of their entry, and I want to know, how that breaks down, how they go about, taking things, how they get that early information. Do they have an initial take that they go with, or is it an IGL call on how they want to take stuff like that?
Okay, I'm just gonna pass you the headset. You can just come in frame.
You're good.
It's a party over here.
You're good.
All right.
I don't want to do
maybe
that.
Mo Digger gave us a big brain play. He acted like he couldn't hear us, so he could queue ranked immediately.
That's what it was. 100%. He's like, I don't want to do this interview.
All right, interview back. He wasn't able to queue up fast enough. So,
yeah.
You hear us now, right?
All right. Yeah. No, I got to fix now. We're good. We're good.
Mo Digger, so you were at the USN Finals last year, and now you're one best of 3 away for doing it this time around with one of the best teams in the history of Rainbow Six Siege. How does it feel?
Yep.
How do you feel? Is it like
we're not there yet? We haven't made the land, so we're just chilling, just playing.
He's so humble.
Okay, Mo.
Thank you.
So Sam had a question for you, and it was in regards to the entry fragging and how the comms are in the talks. So he really wants to know the breakdown of the process when it comes to entry fragging, or just entering a building. What's the gameplay when it comes to Evil Geniuses?
You know, Nate's pretty quick. You know, all you hear is a couple people dead. I'm like, all right, now I'm coming in. You know what I mean? So it's like that's kind of how it works. So that's kind of how it's been. He's in his prime. You know what I mean? So
He is.
Yeah, he's wild. So basically, that's kind of how the entries work. You know, just me and him, just point and click. So
If Nate's your boy and all, why did you steal that 2K from him when you team killed him in theater, man? Why are you trying to steal MBK shine?
I was trying to save him. That's the thing. So he killed one, and then I heard a mag dump because I think he had his pistol out at that point.
Yeah.
So I was over here. I saw I don't even know who I killed. I saw him and I shot him in the head, but then he like lined up like that. You know what I'm saying? And then I shot him in the back. So it was unlucky, but yeah.
So I never really had a chance to sit down and talk with MBK or even play with him online. When he starts going off like that, what is he like in the chat? Like, what are his comms like? Is he hype? Is he crazy? Or is he cool, calm, and collected?
It depends. So like, for like this match, it was like he was just, you know, because I mean, yesterday we're not going to Japan, so it was like we're just playing, you know what I mean? So it's like I got 2, I got 3, you know what I mean? But usually like when there's something else, you know, like I mean, I'm guessing the best of 3 is going to be a little different because, you know, like that's the land spot. So
yeah,
it was pretty calm today, but he gets hype. All
right, so Mo Digga, I love you. Stokes loves you. The chat loves you. Go ahead and spread some love to the chat and viewers out there. Say whatever you got to say. I'm going to leave the rest of you for this interview.
Yeah, so as always, I appreciate the support. Thank you. Too bad we didn't secure the Japan spot. Dark Zero is a really good team. They played really good. Rec won, you know. If we wanted to win, we should have won some more games and didn't have to put it at the end of the season, you know what I mean? We could have won some other close games. I mean, if we would have tied with LG, we would have been in Japan. So I look at it like this. It's like if we wanted to go, we had to win those. We had some problems, but we figured them out. And we're just going to keep working and build this dynasty because I believe if we keep working and just keep putting the work in, we'll be, you know, top. So
that is the
realest support.
That's the realest thing I've heard lately. That is the best. Yo, Mo, continue being humble, continue being great, and listen.
I want my elo back though. I dropped 13 for that elo when I lost. I want that back.
So you whooped Sam in ranked, I'm guessing?
I don't know. My team might have.
Yeah. It was forgettable. It was probably that easy, right? It's just Stokes. It's just Stokes, right? Yeah. Now, Mo, you take it easy, man. I'll holler at you later, all right?
All right, thank you. Appreciate it, man. Later.
How bad did you get stomped against Mo and his squad?
You're not going to ask me that on public, bro.
I am.
You're going to ask me.
Yes. How bad was it?
You want me to just ream everybody out real quick?
Go.
I dropped 13 kills on Coastline to lose to Mo.
Oof.
And max overtime. We lost.
Dang.
I dropped 13 kills.
It's rough. All right. So
I was livid.
Speaking of MVP performances, I'm going to let you go ahead. Tell us all about your MVP.
My MVP first?
Yes.
Mine's a mystery. You got to guess.
Mo Digga?
Was it though? No, it's Necrox.
Okay.
I was Necrox.
Necrox, really?
Yeah, got to respect good support play.
Okay.
Come on, you know.
I love it.
You know, so Necrox is going to be my MVP because, you know, he just chose the right instances to get aggressive, and that's something that's very difficult to do as a support player. You really have to identify out when you can take your ones, and he did a very good job of that. He identified out, like, hey, if I get this kill, it's very impactful. If I do get traded, it is what it is. So the fact that Necrox was able to establish quite a few instances where Evil Geniuses was ahead. Granted, on offense, I mean, they almost had a damn near perfect offensive side. So on defense, we still saw a little bit of a showing from him, but overall, just a great performance from Necrox from that support role.
All right, so my MVP is going to be the one and only. It's going to be NVK, the king.
You're lucky that you got to pick first.
The king. And you know what? We just say it. NVK entry fragging out of his mind. Like, this was NVK's highlight reel. And NVK is my MVP because there's so many doubters, as we were saying earlier. So many haters saying, NVK is washed. NVK is washed. Take notes. MBK is quiet and humble about it as he's waxing everybody now. And no one is calling him out anymore.
No.
So MBK, he shut down the haters and the critics.
Well, here's the thing. It's always going to be about this. And another thing that we'll cover here in just a second about Mo. But the main takeaway from this is that no matter what, if you are down, if people continue to push you down and everything, Don't listen to it, man. You're as good as you want to be. You're as good as the time that you put in, and Nate puts in the time. MVK does the work, and he continues to prosper. This is a guy that has been the exact same fragger since year one.
Yeah.
That just had a role change. Things switched up on him. You get a breath of fresh air in the team. You bring Mo in, and all of a sudden, I mean, you're doubling the other team's kills.
Look at this.
Doubling.
Insane.
That is actual
Doubled
insanity. They doubled it. To a T, doubled it.
Luminosity. Baby, what you doing?
Hey, I mean,
6 opening kills to 2. I wonder, we just missed the stat screen. I wonder how many MVK had on that.
oh, for entries, he had 5.
Oh, yeah, there it goes.
He went 5-1 on it.
5. Oh, MVK single-handedly out-entry fragged all of Luminosity.
Yeah. Oh, hey, and Young, very nice cost, man. Very nice cost. Not done very often. Somebody could clip that and send that to Young, please. I'd appreciate it.
Great job from everybody in this game. Luminosity, we know you can do better. You know you can do better.
Yeah.
We better see you back in the wild card.
I think that the main takeaway from this is not only about the squad of evil geniuses in Luminosity, especially Luminosity just not looking up to par as what we've seen them in recent
They're better
history.
than that.
They're better than that, absolutely. We definitely deserved a closer showing. I just think it was an off night for Luminosity. It happens. Again, it's just a thing that always happens. But the main takeaway for me from this is just how humble and hungry this evil geniuses squad are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just played the game. That's all we did. I mean, we lost Japan yesterday, but again,
keep
it's another day, it's
grinding.
another dollar. We continue to roll through, and we are just looking to get better, and we're looking to be the best. We're ready to build this dynasty.
Yeah.
That's all they want. That's all they're focused on. Mo really doesn't care that they won this game. He just wants to win USN Finals.
That's it.
Like, is there a trophy in this case? No? Okay, that's what I'm focused on. There you
Job's
go.
not done yet.
And that's why, like, you saw the reaction from, Veli and I about that. It was truly, truly incredible to see that and see that people are still hungry and that they go, hey, if it's something that happens, we blame ourselves and we move on. Like, it's our own fault. We should have won games, and that's it.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see you again on Thursday, but this time around, we're going to have some new matchups to qualify for LAN. It's going to be Katsu versus Dark Zero, and then Bruh and Orglet. So I want to thank every single one of you for tuning in so far. But Stokes and I, we're going to catch you this Thursday to continue on the U.S. Nationals.